All right, so I'm going to tell you what, I went down a while ago. A buddy of mine wanted to meet me for lunch, and I thought I'm going to just jump on the bike, run down there. Man, it's 82 degrees. It's a nice day. Let me tell you what I learned. Okay, so y'all remember that windshield I put on there that I thought that's better than what was on it? I don't think that's correct. I mean, I just went a short distance, you know, a few miles into town. I thought I'm not going to wear my helmet. And without that full face helmet, that I couldn't even see. The wind was blowing my eyelids shut. It was awful. So I'm going to take that windshield off, put the old windshield back on. I may test that without the helmet just to see how it is. But I think I'm fixing to order even a taller one. I need one that's taller and clear and not distorted. So we'll see how that goes. Got the old Clockworks back on. And I'm fixing to take it for a little test ride without a helmet and see how it rides. You know, that's the issue. I've never ridden the bike with that, well, at all, without a helmet. I've always wore a helmet. I mean, a full face helmet. So when I put that other little tiny windshield on, it didn't bother me too bad, other than I could tell it was a lot of wind noise. But today I did ride without a helmet, and man, it was blasting my eyeballs out. So I'm gonna go and take this one. It looks better like that anyway. And just drive it down the road a little bit, see what it does for my eyeballs. And maybe there's another windshield coming, I don't know. All right, we're gonna test how bad the wind blows my eyeballs with this Clockwork fairing on. All right, I can already tell. I mean, this is much better. You can tell the wind's not near as severe, just for the mere fact that my hat's not blowing off. I mean, there's still quite a bit of wind, but this is much better than that short windshield. Here we go, another wonderful day in paradise. It's about noon and I'm barely getting out of the house. Dadgum, I don't know if you can hear it, dang wind kind of blowing. It's just kind of, it's warm out here for sure, but that wind, I just can't stand that wind. Yesterday I kind of raked up a few sticks. And I got this thing here full of sticks. Ready to burn, but I'm not gonna burn during this wind. I mean, I'm not going to take a chance that one ember blows over this fence and catches the neighborhood on fire. So me and Miss Ginger, we're going to wander out here to the shop and see what we can get into. Yeah, I'm also going to need to pick up, you know, all these sticks. I'll rake those up. Once I get a good burn day, there's my burn pile out here again. Some branches that have been, you know, cut out of the trees, fell out of the trees. So I do, if I just, you know, I just, when the weather cooperates, I'll cooperate. Now Ginger, she likes to come out of the... She likes to do that when I come to the shop. She don't especially like staying inside the shop. Usually I'll have the doors open. It's too windy today. And she'll just kind of hang out outside here. But today, yeah, she's kind of stuck with me. But we got a little project to do, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so we got her loaded up. All right, so just for the heck of it, we're gonna pull around from the front yard. Here's a view out of my new windshield, man. Isn't that clear? Goes in the co-pilot back there. So yeah, I backed up here to the garage. I got this box right here. This is gonna be my project for the day. There it is, loaded up in the back of the truck. It looks big, but it's really pretty light. All right, so yeah, I pulled up far enough. I think I got plenty of room to work with back here. And we're gonna see what we have. Right, well, there it is. We're gonna get to work. I don't know, place this camera somewhere where you can see what we got. What do you think it is? You'll find out. Okay, I don't know what you can see. I don't know. Here we go. Seems like it's packed pretty good. Get this out of the way. All right, so who guessed I was getting a new shop air conditioner? And I know it's only February, and you'd think, like I said here a while back, I don't need one till spring. Well, I'm gonna tell you what, it's been 85 degrees here the last week or so. I might have ran it yesterday if I'd have had it, but it came in last night. So I'm gonna let you help me put it together. All right, so I bought this air conditioner here. And I mean, it looks okay. I bought it refurbed. I mean, there was a new one, and then you had an option, and you can save about $60 if you get a good condition used one. And I've bought refurbed or used things before, and typically they're usually new. Usually what happens is, you know, they ship that thing out, it never arrives, it goes back to the factory, and they just put it in the refurb, it's still new. This one, I'm not so sure. It looks new. If you look at the median, I mean, it looks like there's never been any water in it. But here's the issue I found. So, really all I got to do is mount these wheels. Each wheel takes 4 screws. There's 4 sets of wheels. But guess what? There's only, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, only like 6 screws to put them on. So I'll look around. Maybe they're inside. I don't know. Even so, I'd probably rather just find my own screws than send it back for that. So we'll see. Yeah, so another thing, there's no packing list. There's no instructions. There's just this. All right, so another thing I found, you see here's the wheels and their base. And here, let me see if I can get it in. Here's the screw they sent to go in it. Well, look, the head, it don't, I gotta put some washer, I gotta do something. That's the wrong size hole or wrong size screw, something ain't right. Yeah, so we really need 16 screws. We got 5. Of the 5 I put in, the heads are too small. They're not the right screws. Now, like I say, I'm gonna go to Home Depot and I'll find the screws, but before I do that, I'm gonna kind of inspect the rest of this thing. So as I look at the pad on this side, it looks pretty good. I come over here, and this pad all looks pretty good. And you know, this pad, I mean, it looks new, but you see it's kind of leaned back. I'm gonna have to take the top off the damn thing and make sure everything's lined up in there, because it damn sure don't look right. All right, look at a little further down here. I don't know. You see that? Well, maybe it's just not pushed together right. I don't know. And like I said, they treated it pretty rough in shipping. I don't know. I'll see what I can do with it. All right, well, I guess you get what you pay for. I mean, don't get me wrong, I saved about $60 buying this. It was considered used. And honestly, and I've bought used things, like I said, and they were fine. I'm gonna say somebody, because it's never had a drop of water in it. Those pads, or the back pad I showed you that was kind of leaning, that was just, I straightened it up. It's very easy to do, and I ran the fan. Fans run fine. The oscillator, it's fine. Of course, I'm not putting any water in it right now, so I don't know about the pump. But since there's never been any water in this thing, I'm going to presume it's okay. So, my next deal, I got to go to Home Depot and find some screws, put those casters on, and this will be a done deal. All right, I'm back from Home Depot. You know, I don't know how many screws and nuts and bolts. There's got to be over 2 million in Home Depot. They never, ever have the exact what I need. But let me show you what I got. Maybe it'll work. Yeah, so here's what I'm looking for. I don't know if that's wood screw, sheet metal screw. I don't know. It didn't matter. They didn't have nothing like that. The closest I came is a number 8 sheet metal screw. And even this, of course, you know, the head is too small. So I'm going to have to buy all these washers. So every time I need a screw from Home Depot, I end up getting something else that I have to either rethread it into what I'm looking for. I have to cut the bolt off. I have to drill out the hole. You know, it's just never what I need. But when I get done, I'll show you if it worked or not. There they are, all installed. Looks like everything's going to be, everything's going to work out fine. Like I said, had to put a washer on there. Had to get some different screws. But all this being plastic, that sheet metal screw went right in there. We're ready to go. All right, here's what's left over. I got a few screws, a few washers. And of course, that'll just kind of restock my little nut and bend thing. I mean, I don't know. You can't go to Home Depot and find the exact screw you need without modifying it, something terrible. And, you know, you can buy a pack of 100. I needed 16, but I found some smaller packs, and I think we're going to be fine. I don't know if it's that store or if all stores are like that, or if it's just that I'm buying that cheap Chinese crap that who knows how they make their screws, but it's together. Yeah, around here, I mean, no good deed goes unrewarded. So, I gotta reward myself every now and then with a good old dark beer. That one there's a milk stout. Pretty good beer. Well, you can see behind me, there it is. It's blowing right now. I don't have no water in it. It's just right now it's just a fan blowing through here. But I can show you it's a pretty good breeze. See, it's already blew the sheets off old Stormy over there. I'll fix that in a minute. Yeah, so what am I gonna do the rest of the day? Well, first I'm rewarding myself, but I don't know. I'm pretty happy doing this right here. Enjoying my new air conditioner, which I had to buy $7.30 worth of screws and washers. But buying used, I think I don't know, I'll have to go back and look at the price. I saved $60 or $70. And yeah, it's gonna be okay. So, I got to tell you, I know there's a lot of content creators out there, and they'll script out a video. They may do one event, film the whole thing, and make it last. I don't do that. I just film pieces of my life every day. I just film it, and then after 4 or 5 days, I just piece it together, grab video here and there, try to make it make sense. I ain't doing nothing but just kind of showing you, what my life's like, in little 15-minute snippets once a week, something like that. So, well, anyway, that's all I got for right now.